As promised, we are back with Julie Findlay, mom in the know, and she gave me heck during the break. So if you bring up bananas, Derek, and they're not even local, I was just sharing a story, Julie. Just sharing a story, that's all.
I just want people to know to celebrate in local. Bananas are there all the time. So
that's
bananas.
True. That's bananas.
Yeah, I even have to freeze. My goodness.
All right, you promised you're making us a chowder.
Yes, you know what? I've actually made one already. I've just put it in 2 bowls. So I love feeding all of your volunteers. So I want to thank them out loud. Yes,
we do.
So I have started off with 2 onions and 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil or olive oil, and I've actually cooked it for 7 minutes, softened them, and it's not like a candied, but it's nicely sautéed and super soft for your soup because I'm not doing a big blend on it. And I've added in 2 cloves of Ontario garlic, which I should have brought. I love my stem of garlic.
Oh yeah, you brought that. You've brought that before.
The braid
the braid that you can hang up somewhere in your kitchen.
And if you do get that braid, the easiest way to use it up is wrap it up in a bunch of tin foil, put it in the oven at 475 for close to an hour, and you have roasted garlic already ready. You can add it to anything. You can add it to little crostinis.
Could you freeze that?
You could freeze that. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah, but it would last a long time if you put it in an airtight jar.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've got that to go.
All right.
Okay. So now that we've done that, I've taken how many of these? I've taken 3 cups of potatoes.
Okay.
White potatoes. I'm just going to put this in. I am at a medium-high heat when I was sautéing the onions, so I'm just keeping it at a medium-high heat because I'll bring it up to a boil.
All right.
I've taken a 1.5 cups of carrots, and it's fun to put in the heirloom carrots.
Oh, for sure. I love them. Yeah, the vibrant colors that you can get now, the purple, and you've got sort of a yellowish now too. And
that is fantastic for kids because it gets them going. As soon as there's different colors, kids are all about trying foods when they look like they're having fun.
Well, you're a big proponent of that, right? Well, and we're back to school.
Yes.
So now I find that we're not only back to school, but now we're back at the table.
Yes.
Right? Where you're having the family dinners and those conversations again. Kids are coming from school, we're coming from work and sharing, stories of what's happened for our day. It's perfect.
And it's also a great time to get them in the kitchen if you haven't had time to prepare before. This is a great one because you're just doing simple life skills of cutting, chopping, grating. There's cheese added to this, and anything with cheese people love.
Absolutely.
I've got 3 cups of cauliflower, or 4 cups of cauliflower actually, but I've chopped it into tiny florets.
Okay.
The other thing is you can have purple.
Is that a bay leaf in there too?
Yes.
Did I catch that?
Thank you. I add your bay leaf like all soups. So there is purple cauliflower, there's green cauliflower. You'll see those at the market.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see them in your local grocers, but for sure the white cauliflower is there.
Okay.
We're going to add 7 cups of chicken stock. You could do veggie stock if you'd prefer. I am adding ham to this, but you can obviously not add ham and then maybe add corn because we still have corn.
Right. Yeah,
so
of course.
1.5 cups of corn you could put in. So whatever the measurement is, which in this case will be 1.5 cups of ham, you'll just use corn. And you're going to bring this to a boil for about 10 minutes until it is all softened, the vegetables have softened. Then you're going to take out 4 cups of it and you're going to blend it.
Oh, really?
So you're going to blend all the veggies, and that's why it gives this kind of blended look there. That's what the chowder is.
But you still have some chunks.
All the chunks are still there.
Okay.
I love that we use chunks for my lovely
Well, that's what they are. What do you want me to say?
Morsels.
Pieces. Morsels. I'm sorry.
I'm
teasing. Morsels.
So we've now brought this to a boil, and what we're going to do, and the last part is add 3/4 cup. You could use the table cream. I just use regular milk just to, once you've blended it, I'm going to put it in. I did not blend it, but I will blend it at home.
Right.
And you'll just stir it in until it's kept warm. You're going to put it as well. I'm going to put the ham in. I hope you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Your crew said they love the ham, so I'm going ham.
Go
it's
all
Ontario ham. It's nicely smoked. It adds a lovely taste to the chowder. And you're just going to stir that in. We'll put the lid on a little later. But once you have done this, then you're spooning into bowls. And of course, this is great for lunches too. Put it in a thermos for your kids, or when you're going out for lunch. A little bit of parsley and then cheese.
So the cheese is the topper. You're not adding it in, because I do a soup. I was telling you, I do like a cauliflower, ham and cheese, and again blended, but it's all
blend it in.
And
oh, that's
the cheese is in.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you could probably put the cheese in. I just like it on top because it kind of
nice.
melts and then it has that kind of gooey top to it, like your onion soup. And then this soup will stay in your fridge for up to 5 days, so that's fantastic.
Okay.
Or of course you can freeze it. But what you can do to switch it up each meal is you could add croutons into it. You could add little pita chips. You could, well, those are kind of the two options.
No, but not only that, but what would you serve this with? I mean, this is obviously a meal in itself, but some people like to add to their meal. What would you recommend?
You know what? I would even put our salad that we did in the previous meal, or what I would do is kind of little tapas. So I'd be adding more veggies on the side with a dip, or with some cheese, or with a crostini. But this is definitely a good soup on its own.
For sure.
But another thing that we could do is the garlic bread with the roasted garlic I just told you about.
Yes.
That would be good. So you're just going to take that roasted garlic, you're going to mix it in with some butter, you're going to melt it, and you're going to put it on top of the bread, put it in your oven, wrap it up in tin foil, put it in the oven for about 15 minutes. And
I'm buying what you're selling here,
I know, it's going to be delicious.
Buying what you're selling.
And this is a great one because we're having colder nights.
Yeah.
So I feel like, like you're saying, everybody's on the go. I know our kids are like, the sports are back in school.
Yeah.
There's after-school activities. So everybody comes in a little cold, a little tired, a little wet, and you've got this lovely soup, and it's a good time to
So are you, listen, I was just in the stores recently, and well, let's be honest, it's probably been there for 2 months now, but are you guys doing Halloween yet? Have you started thinking about it? Like the kids' costumes or decorating?
We are in the scary part of it now. So we have all the decorations to scare everybody in the neighborhood.
So you're already set up?
We have a setup. We have a neighbor, speaking of social media and people just connecting in your neighborhood, their family moved and they couldn't take all of their Halloween stuff. We are scary.
They donated it to you?
Well, we gave a donation.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, but definitely gave a donation, and we're scary. But I have to say, Halloween has been in the store since August.
Yeah,
like that's when my birthday is, and I'm buying myself a box of
I
those
saw Christmas at Canadian Tire this week.
Oh, the new Canadian Tire at Carlingwood just opened today.
Oh, did it?
It did. There was a line up.
Julie, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with more right after this. Don't go anywhere.